Violent crash during police pursuit. The armed robbery suspect not only survived the accident, but also managed to get out of the car on foot. Four people in a red sports car. Very high speed and dangerous chase through Los Angeles and San Bernardino counties. The driver drives the car at 120 miles per hour while being pursued by police. Then the four men abandon the car and flee. Welcome to the High Speed Channel. A robbery suspect led the Los Angeles Police Department on a wild chase through parts of downtown Los Angeles and Koreatown. Los Angeles, California. Thursday afternoon, August 1st, 2024. Suspected stolen BMW. A high-speed police chase in Los Angeles took a dangerous turn as the driver of a BMW crashed into another vehicle before knocking down a pole, hitting a parked car and knocking down a street sign. At Wilton and 5th Streets in Koreatown, the BMW collided with a white Mazda, causing the vehicle to veer off the road and crash into a nearby building. After hitting another vehicle, a parked white SUV, and knocking down a sign, the suspect in the BMW not only survived the crash, but was able to escape the vehicle on foot. The pursuit began after an armed robbery. 3 people, 2 men and a woman, were arrested. A gun was recovered at the scene of the Koreatown incident. No fatalities were reported as a result of the serious crash. Los Angeles County, California. Bakersfield, truck stolen from gas station. A long chase ends for a stolen big rig. Across Southern California, the suspect was arrested, but not before the big stage catches fire. It all started in Bakersfield, after robbing a truck driver at a gas station. The California Highway Patrol picked up the chase. Around 11 p.m., the pursuit headed toward the San Gabriel Valley. The driver continued to flee amid light traffic on Interstate 5, in the Newhall area, and Santa Clarita. The driver reached speeds in excess of 70 miles per hour, sometimes, before turning onto Route 134 heading east. After continuing along Route 134, the driver made his way onto Route 210 east into the Pasadena area. And there were moments when the suspect drove erratically and approached another large rig on the road, but the large rig showed noticeable signs of slowing down once authorities successfully used the spike strips. And it all ended up in Ontario. Shortly after, CHP officers successfully applied tethers to the truck. After the two front tires were torn, the front bumper was torn. The truck chase continued without two front tires. The driver slowed briefly before accelerating again. But after several minutes, part of the big rig shock absorber had come off. The driver appeared to be having difficulty controlling the truck. The sparks ignited and the truck's cabin caught fire. The driver stopped on the side of the highway. He got out of the truck and ran away. The suspect then ran over a bridge. He jumped a fence, heading into a residential neighborhood, and tried to hide. But the police quickly arrived and arrested him. We are happy to subscribe to the channel. We hope you have a good day. Crazy chase of a motorcyclist at high speeds of up to 140 miles per hour in California. A dangerous, high-speed pursuit of a motorcyclist at speeds of up to 140 miles per hour on Southern California highways by California Highway Patrol officers. Southern California. Wednesday, August 14, 2024. The suspect was near Baldwin Park shortly after the pursuit began. While in the eastbound lanes of Interstate 210, the suspect reached speeds of up to 130 miles per hour and 140 miles per hour before exiting the freeway for a moment and then re-entering with California Highway Patrol cruisers. Baldwin Park shortly after the pursuit began. While in the eastbound lanes of Interstate 210, the suspect reached speeds of up to 130 miles per hour and 140 miles per hour before exiting the freeway for a moment and then re-entering with California Highway Patrol cruisers. Shortly after the pursuit began, the suspect ran off the highway in Sunland. Then the motorcycle slowed down, or perhaps the motorcycle ran out of fuel and stopped. He calmly surrendered to the police. Officers quickly surrounded him and took him into custody. Subscribing to the High Speed channel. Happy day, everyone.
The Chrysler driver succeeded in escaping the police chase in his car. Los Angeles, California. Wednesday evening, August 14, 2024. California Highway Patrol is pursuing the driver of a Chrysler Econobox, perhaps because there is no license plate on the vehicle. The chase lasted a few minutes off Interstate 110, and the driver was traveling at a high rate of speed.
Ended up on the freeway. The other vehicle racing apparently got away, but they were able to catch up with this suspect who took off again in excess of 100 miles per hour, at times even peaking at 130 miles per hour. You can see that white Chrysler right there is the vehicle in question, with an aftermarket black hood on the front there, continuing at extreme speeds, very heavily tinted windows, can't see. Coming up on Manchester, making a right turn, westbound Manchester, heavy traffic at a red light, lots of brake lights you can see here. He is stopped in traffic, does not have anybody behind him. But again, California Highway Patrol does have eyes above. We will see what the driver decides to do here, whether he continues on at a safe speed on surface streets, or if he continues that erratic driving, or perhaps attempts to dump the vehicle. We'll see what happens here. You can see CHP continuing past the exit. They apparently have lost the vehicle, but we have eyes on him. But you can see him right there in the turn lane, making that right turn onto Figueroa, southbound Figueroa from Manchester around that Popeyes, and now traveling at a relatively safe speed here. We'll see if anybody catches up. This guy's looking down the wrong road here, right? He's is this LAPD? Is that CHP over there and LAPD over here? Okay. Yep, he's on Fig, southbound Fig, southbound Fig. I'm sorry, northbound Fig, northbound Fig. Vehicle traveling with traffic, northbound Figueroa, paralleling the 110 freeway. Two law enforcement helicopters now flying overhead. LAPD joining the pursuit here with California Highway Patrol, with eyes on the suspect. We are trying to keep a visual here as we stay east of the 110 freeway. You'll be able to see him peeking through these buildings. turn, I wonder? Westbound, he made a turn. Westbound 78. Made a westbound turn on 78th Street. There's the night sun. Could be him there, we'll see.
He stopped at 79th Street off Interstate 110, then disappeared and was able to escape. Where did the white Chrysler go? Some said, U-turn on 78 and head east and turn left into the northbound alley. And someone else says, he has definitely turned to this complex. If he doesn't live there and knows someone with a garage, he's straight. Because even if they have a registered address, they won't be able to prove it's him driving the next time they're stopped. And someone else says, he slowed down and headed directly under the helicopter and kept going. And someone else says, he turned right onto 79 heading east, then the helicopter was waiting for him to pass at 78, and he probably took 79 to the big level and jumped back on the freeway or continued on no side streets through the east side. It's really the helicopter's fault that it looked away and should have stayed zoomed out. Or perhaps he went down the alley next to the blue 3-story building and stopped underneath the yellow building as the police car passed. In the end, the Chrysler driver was able to escape, but from where we do not know. Full chases and highlights are available on the pages of High Speed channels. Thank you for your support and subscribing to the channel. High Speed Chases 2.
Southern California. A woman suspected of reckless driving under the influence led police on a dangerous high-speed chase before surrendering to police in South Los Angeles. Tuesday, April 9, 2024. Los Angeles Police Department officers initiated a pursuit based on reports that the woman was driving recklessly and may have been under the influence of alcohol. Woman standing behind the wheel of a black sedan with a passenger in the car. The woman was driving on southbound Interstate 110 shortly after the chase began. When the driver exited the highway and briefly slowed down, a passenger jumped out of the car. That person was arrested, but the suspect continued driving at high rates of speed, with sparks shooting from under the black car at every bump in the road. On Vermont Avenue, north of 120th Street, the woman stopped, threw the keys from the car, and surrendered to police. A woman was arrested behind the wheel of a black sedan, with a passenger in the car, after a high-speed chase through the streets of Los Angeles.